What's up, Greg? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to another episode of Checking In on Troom Troom. For those of you who don't know, I have a U2s now. He's a little vinyl figurine that looks just like me. I've been working on this for months, designing this with U2s. Here he is. Sweet as can be. I wanted this U2s to be sort of an homage to some of my most popular videos, those being the Trying Troom Troom videos. So you'll notice he's got the little chocolate milk tie, the hot glue gun, and of course a Greg t-shirt. So if this is something that interests you, head on over to u2s.com. It is live right now. It helps support me, and in honor of releasing this U2s, I wanted to do a video where we check in on Troom Troom and see what they're up to these days. It's been probably over a year since I've made a video about Troom Troom, and I'm kind of surprised with the direction that their channel has taken as of late. First off, they hardly do any like life hack and crafting videos anymore, which is really weird because that was like their bread and butter before. I mean, that was like the reason people came to Troom Troom, for like poorly conceived crafts that were also executed poorly as well. They do upload some here and there, and they're still like really bad. Like this one about getting kidnapped, and it's all survival hacks.
Here she comes, taking selfies as usual. You can't get away now. Great job, Martin.
I kind of feel like I need to make a whole other video about that one because it's insane. But in this video, I wanted to talk about Troom Troom's newest venture, these sort of like relatable comedy sketch, funny scenario type videos that are pretty disappointing, honestly. Honestly, kind of mean. So here's the type of video I'm talking about. It's called Rich Bride versus Broke Bride. They've got a bunch of videos like this. Rich blank versus broke blank, where they sort of like compare the lifestyle of one person who is rich and another person who is very much not rich. It's sort of like a goofy comparison, and it's sort of meant to be poking fun at both of them. But the thing is, they're like kind of trying to be poking fun at both the rich person and the broke person. But like the only thing they have to make fun of the rich person for in most of these scenarios is that like, wow, they have so much money that they can do anything they want and their life is actually pretty sick. But the broke person though? Oh shit, dude, their life sucks, man. Broke bride has bubble wrap, wedding dress, and they can't hire a photographer, and everything's going wrong, and it's funny because they're poor. So the first scenario is the proposal. It shows the difference between a rich bride's proposal and a broke bride's proposal. The rich boyfriend comes down from a helicopter in the sky. He gets down on one knee, says, "Will you marry me?"
Will you marry me?
Rich girlfriend says, "Yes."
Yeah.
Or sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah is maybe a little bit too casual for the situation. And I promise to be there for you, forever and always. Will you marry me? Yeah. Instead of coming down in a helicopter, the broke boyfriend just comes down in a regular ladder, just from like the top of a wall or something. I like that they made it so that he still had to come from the sky. They didn't have him just like walk up or something, which would be normal. Or what? Actually, I guess it doesn't really make sense that they're like walking up and immediately proposing anyway. Do they know these people know each other? It's kind of weird in general that they're like, they just walk up and the first thing they say is, "Will you marry me?" But I just think it's funny that they made him come from the sky also, just in his own like broke way. Like it's a well-known fact that like, if you're gonna propose to a girl, you have to come from the sky. You need the higher ground. It's like a fight. It's a tactical advantage and a power move. You need the higher ground and the element of surprise. Will you marry me? That's how I proposed to Laura. So broke boyfriend gives broke girlfriend, now broke fiance, actually, the ring. I don't know what that thing is. Is it a toy? Is it like a fidget thing? It kind of looks like a toy for a toddler. Is this a baby? Even if you were kind of strapped for cash and you couldn't afford a diamond, why put a baby toy on the ring? Oh wait, I guess I misread the title. This says Rich Bride versus Broke Baby. Oh, sorry, they're not even gonna get married. That's just a straight up baby. Rich bride gets a beautiful wedding, and broke baby gets a nap. She's very tired from being so young and so broke.
Here comes the bride. Adele, Anthony, exchange your rings and vows.
Now it's time for the ceremonies. The rich ceremony is, of course, beautiful. It's a very nice looking wedding. Maybe a little bit tacky. The bride does have a bouquet made out of $100 bills. But overall, the message from the rich wedding is just like, dang, they're having a great time. And this day is gonna be one that they remember positively for a long time. Also, I love the officiant's hair. He looks like a Jedi apprentice.
You may kiss the bride.
Oh.
Oh, what a sweet ceremony.
Definitely don't react like that when the bride and groom kiss for the first time.
Oh.
He says oh like he's surprised, but then as if he's aroused. Almost as if to say like, oh shit, I've never been to a wedding before. I didn't know they were gonna kiss.
Cute. keep going.
Oh, babe, this day is so romantic. I love you so much. Me too, sweetie. We're gonna remember this day for the rest of Oh my god. Babe, I think your best man is jerking off. Oh, whoa, what the fuck?
Good afternoon, Father. Whoops, you're not ready yet.
The broke couple could not afford the same venue as the rich couple, obviously, so they decided to have their wedding at a clothing store. They go to get the priest in one of the fitting rooms, and he's naked.
Whoops.
It is the same priest as the rich wedding, though, so I guess money can't buy you a better priest, but it can make him not naked.
Whoa, a stress reliever.
Damn, yup. I could have told you that was gonna happen. That's just one of the pitfalls of having a wedding at a clothing store. There's always gonna be some guy in a jumpsuit and sunglasses that wants to pop your bubble wrap dress. There's always that guy. Every fucking time. Rich couple is having their wedding photographed by a drone.
Hi.
Broke couple could not afford a photographer, so they bribed the security guard at the clothing store to give them the footage from the security cameras in the store.
Good afternoon. Guard, wake up.
Hey, wait a minute. I feel like I've seen that guy somewhere before, but I can't place it. Oh well. He's pretty vague looking. I'm probably thinking of someone else.
Thanks. You are the best cameraman.
This video just continues on like this. It's just scene after scene of the rich couple having the time of their lives. They hire like a famous musician to come perform at their wedding. Literally nothing goes wrong for the rich couple. There's not even like a lesson, like maybe the rich people are spending so much time trying to make this day perfect that they lost track of what the day's really about. It's about, you know, two people in love. They don't even do that. They're just like, this day was fucking sick for the rich people, dude. And then it keeps cutting back to the broke couple, and they're literally eating paper at the reception. Who is writing these? Is it a rich person? Is it an insanely rich person? Probably. Just like, how out of touch do you have to be to write this? Rich person wedding. What would that entail? Everything is normal and great. Being rich is normal, nothing to make fun of at all about these rich people. Okay, now broke wedding. Oh, what do they do at a broke wedding? Damn, that's crazy. I'm just now realizing I've never been to a wedding that wasn't for a rich person. What do they do there? I guess at rich weddings, they eat food. So at broke weddings, they probably eat garbage? Sure, yeah, they're eating trash. Just scraps of paper. They're eating garbage, and the bride has a dress made out of garbage. When it comes time for them to pay the tab at the wedding, all the groom has is garbage to pay with. All right, the script is done. Now it just needs a title. Rich bride versus garbage bride. Perfect. There's one point in the video where it actually seems like they're gonna like razz the rich couple a little bit. They're gonna be like, haha, they got their comeuppance. Look at them. Now we get to laugh at the rich people.
Here's your reception invoice.
The waiter comes up during the reception to hand them the bill for the wedding, which is not how weddings work at all. Obviously, you don't pay for it like a regular restaurant check. And for a second, it looks like maybe they spent too much money on the wedding, and it looks like they're not gonna be able to afford it. That's a big problem for people with new money. They don't know how to manage their money.
Take my $1 million bouquet. This is still not enough.
So let's see what happens.
Thank you. Now it's enough. That was quite a splurge. We'll just make more.
What? They're just gonna make more? It's not gonna affect them at all financially? Of course, yeah, I guess actually that makes a lot of sense. Because that's how life works. I think this video is supposed to be funny, but it's just kind of making me sad.
Honey, this is the weather forecast for our wedding day. This Saturday, expect a tornado, a thunderstorm, and the apocalypse. It's horrible.
And the apocalypse? See, I feel like you should have mentioned that first. That seems like the only thing that would matter at that point. This bit actually is pretty funny though. They're worried that it's gonna rain on their wedding day, so the rich groom goes to the weather station and bribes the weatherman to change the weather, and that works. That's actually kind of funny. It did make me chuckle. Troom, what are you doing? Making me laugh? What the F? You're supposed to be cringe. Stop.
What? Will it be raining on our wedding day? Oh, great rain spirit!
Phew! That's better. I gotta say, there was not too much that was redeeming about that video, was there? Okay, next video. Rich pregnant versus poor pregnant. Okay, what's going on here? What is this supposed to be depicting? Why would they have a clothespin and a diamond plugging up their belly button? It looks like the clothespin is almost holding her belly shut. Do they think the belly button is gonna open up? Do they think that's where babies come from? In 9 months, the rich mom's doctor is gonna pull the diamond out of her belly button, and a very rich baby will emerge.
Doctor, there's a problem. My baby is bored all alone in my tummy. A mother's intuition never fails. You'll think of something, right, Doctor? For such a generous fee, you can work magic. Let's see if that helped. Yes! Wow. Now the little girl has a brother. You're amazing!
Yo! What? No! If your wife comes home from an ultrasound appointment and tells you that the doctor put another baby in her, that is not a good thing. That obviously would be bad.
It's urgent. I need to pick out a stroller. You need to see our special section. What do you think of this one? Wow, that's much better.
Shroom Shroom uses these like weird voice sound effects that are very clearly just like stock sounds of people going like, oh yeah, or this one like, wow!
Wow! Yes! Wow. Now
They've used that one twice now, and I can't help but feel like it sounds like Mario. Congratulations, ma'am. You're having a boy. So then the poor pregnant woman just starts stealing stuff. She steals a cart from a guy living on the street who uses a stroller. She steals from the grocery store. Dude, this is so weird. Why? And then they put the same joke in here that was in the last video where the poor mom wants pregnancy photos, so she goes to a store and tries to use the security cameras to get pregnancy photos. They can't even think of original ways to make fun of the people in these videos. All right, these videos are so bad. I'm gonna be done watching them now. I'm just kind of worried about these videos are obviously for kids. I'm kind of worried about the kids that watch these videos. But you know what? Maybe they took something away from it that I didn't get. You know, maybe there's some kind of lesson in here, you know? No matter if you're rich or poor, you know, the amount of money doesn't make you a good mom. And being broke doesn't make your kid any less special. And we should appreciate broke moms just as much, if not more, as rich moms, because they have a lot more to go through to give their child a good life.
Who did you like better? Poor Lana or rich Liana? Tell us in the comments.
Liana. Rich one is the best. I love the rich. Rich Miana. Rich Rihanna. Danny Gonzalez really needs to see this OMG. Huh. Alright, well, I think that's the end of this video, which means now it's time for a special sponsored segment. Just in case you haven't heard, Laura and I recently adopted a puppy. Just days ago, actually. This is her. Her name is Sunday. She is the sweetest baby. She has floppy ears and the sweetest face known to man. And since she's a little baby puppy, just 12 weeks old, we're obviously trying to spend as much time at home as possible. That means both of us working from home as much as we can, not going out for lunch every day, not going out for dinner every day. And boy, oh boy, has HelloFresh made that so much easier. We don't have to go to the grocery store as much anymore because every meal comes with all of the ingredients you need. We don't even have to spend as much time prepping each meal in order to start cooking because all of the ingredients are pre-measured. They take all the prepping and planning out of cooking, which means you can get dinner on the table in as quick as 30 minutes, even 20 sometimes with some of their quick and easy options. If we wanted to skip a week, add more meals, you can easily do that. We also love that it's a more sustainable option than grocery store-bought meals. That's because HelloFresh's carbon footprint is actually 25% lower than grocery store-bought meals. So in summary, HelloFresh is great because we get to spend more time at home staring at our sleeping puppy, we get to be a little bit more environmentally conscious, and we get absolutely delicious tasting meals. I swear HelloFresh does not miss. So if you want to sign up for HelloFresh, head on over to HelloFresh.com and use my code TrulyGreg14 to get 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's code TrulyGreg14 for 14 free meals plus free shipping. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and you guys for checking out HelloFresh. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call all my subscribers, and we're actually the strongest army on YouTube, based on a series of objective metrics that only I know. And all you have to do to join Greg is just subscribe and turn on my notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! This video is over now. You'll find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. This video is over now, so why are you still watching this? I just can't stop, ayy, putting out spooky boy bops. Witches and pumpkins, I got that wop. Feeling like a gargoyle cause I'm sitting on top. Used to be a spooky boy but I grew some. Yeah, now I'm even more gruesome. I've been working all year on some new spooky tactics, bitch, so you bet I'm gonna use them. Boo. Bitch, I look like Frankenstein on my bullshit. About to come alive, y'all looking like J-Station. Like, you don't wanna call me at 3 a.m. You don't wanna catch these fangs. Got these fake spooky dudes looking like zombies. The way they all wishing they could have my brain, bitch. All y'all been sleeping, I've been creeping every day. I feel like Drake, I keep my money in a grave. Got my spooky suit on and I bought a spooky cape, yeah. I'm a spooky dude and I just found my spooky prey. Crawl out of my tomb and then I'm spooking through the night, yeah. In the darkest alley, I'll be creeping up behind ya. I'ma do my spooky dance until the morning light comes. Spooking is my life, cause I'm a spooky man. Hey, yeah, I'm a spooky man. Sound like a superhero, more like the boogeyman. At your Halloween party just for the goodie bag. Haters like evil scientists cause they looking mad. Cackling like a witch in the woods. Bars king size like the rich neighborhoods. When I pull up to your house now I just say treat. I don't want to trick, man, it's just no good. Danny Phantom in this bitch. Tell that witch hop in my ride. Haunted mansion with the whip. Couldn't spook me if you tried. Dad's a vampire, mom's a witch. I've been spooky my whole life. Spooky dancing in my crib. Yeah, spooky baby boy. I'm gonna spook your ass no matter what you say. Coming down your street like it's a whole spooky parade. Got my spooky sweater on and my spooky beret. I'm a spooky dude and I just found my spooky prey. Crawl out of my tomb and then I'm spooking through the night, yeah. In the darkest alley I'll be creeping up behind ya. I'ma do my spooky dance until the morning light comes. Spooking is my life cause I'm a spooky man. Even 50 years from now when I'm a spooky old man, you've all but forgotten about the spooky tales I told, yeah. Here comes Spooky Senior just to spook you in the cold, yeah. With his creepy old hands, I'm a spooky man. I'm a spooky man. What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode of Badads, the show where we look at the worst ads on the internet. I'm your host, Danny, the sexiest rat on all of YouTube. Man, the weird ads just keep on coming. I keep thinking that I'm not gonna have enough material to make another video about bad ads, but they just keep on rolling in. People keep sending them to me, and they're so uniquely weird every time. Like this one, which somebody submitted to my subreddit. It looks like a football game, and it says, after 2 touchdowns, you are legally allowed to play Super Bowl, which is a promise that there's no way they would be able to uphold. You're telling me if I score 2 points in this game, I'm legally allowed to just waltz onto the field during the next Super Bowl, put on a jersey and just start playing? I love how it's 2 touchdowns. Like, they didn't even make it seem like a high number, like you had to be really good at this game. You just have to score 2 touchdowns ever. You could play this game for 100 years and only score 2 touchdowns, and you'll still be allowed to play in the Super Bowl. Wait, do they mean I'll be able to play in the Super Bowl or play Super Bowl? Like there's some other game named Super Bowl. Maybe this company has another game that they make that's where you play as a bull with a cape and you fly around and save the day. Oh, here's another good one I got. It's an ad for a game that's clearly all about baseball. Got the American League versus the National League. You can bat. But the caption says, free addicting football game. So I was like, oh, this must be a game where you can play like multiple different sports. Like you can play football, you can play baseball, you can play basketball. They've got a bunch of sports just compiled into one game. But according to the ad itself, this game is literally called baseball. So I'm pretty sure it's just about baseball. Man, say what you want about baseball, but it's America's favorite pastime for a reason. Because it's the most addicting football game. Oh man, we have a lot of good ads this time. There's probably the weirdest ad I've ever seen, which we will talk about later on. Okay, this next one must be popping up for like all of my followers because people keep sending me this ad, so I can't not talk about it. It's for a game called Hustle Castle, which I think is a pretty popular game. It has like thousands of reviews on the App Store, so I'm guessing a lot of people play it. But this ad for it is just really weird and kind of makes me uncomfortable. Okay, so here it is, and I just don't really know what's going on in this ad. Like, what is this ad trying to tell me? You start out as a newbie and you're kind of this punk girl, and then as you level up, you just get shorter, and your boobs get bigger, and your hands go from looking like regular fists to kind of looking like little tiny nubs. I don't know, you get shorter and get bigger boobs, and that's how you level up in the game? Is this game supposed to be medieval themed? It's called Hustle Castle. And yet you go from being like a punk looking kind of girl to being in this like sexy, suave, red dress, neither of which seem very medieval. And the caption is, "You can do everything in this game." Really? Because I can't figure out even one thing that you can do in this game. It's just people standing still and looking kind of like drowsily at the camera. I mean, if you really can do everything in this game, this ad does not do a very good job of presenting that. So like I said, I think that this ad is getting targeted towards a lot of people that follow me because I've been getting this one requested a lot. But apparently this game, Hustle Castle, has like a shit ton of ads, and this is not the weirdest one. In fact, this is probably the most tame one. Apparently Hustle Castle has been like spamming Twitter with these ads. They're all over, and they're all really weirdly sexual, and they make me very uncomfortable. I've seen tweets of people saying that they blocked the account that was giving them ads for this, and they kept getting ads because apparently the company that makes this game has like multiple accounts, so that even if you block one, you'll still keep getting ads for it, and you have to block all of them to stop. But I mean, come on. How bad could the ads possibly be? You're probably wondering. It's just a mobile game ad. Like, how messed up could they possibly make an ad for such a cartoonish, harmless app? So, does this answer your question? What the fuck is going on here? I honestly don't know. And I certainly don't want to hazard a guess because I fear it's too heinous to say. I'm not trying to get demonetized. Actually, probably just even showing this ad is gonna get me demonetized. I don't know how this passes Twitter's guidelines for promoted material. This seems pretty fucked up. Okay, so this one's got the same caption as the other one. You can do everything in this game. I guess that caption makes a little bit more sense in this context. I guess in order to prove that you can do everything in this game, they had to show something that no other game would do. To be like, yeah, we really did add in everything, even shit that you would never want to do and shouldn't be in games. We even added that in, so you can do everything in this game. I would like to know who this ad appeals to. Like, who sees this ad and is like, oh, finally, a game that lets you do everything, even the stuff that I want to do, which is this. I didn't even know that this kind of thing existed until I saw this ad, but now that I know that it exists, I want to do it. I'm so tired of games where you have to save the damsel in distress. I want to be the one putting the damsel in distress. I would like to be distressing the damsel. And what better way to distress the damsel than this? I can't think of a single better way. She looks pretty fucking distressed to me. Actually, she doesn't. She looks pretty tame, to be honest, especially considering what's happening to her. She's just kind of like, aww, kind of disappointed. Not this again. Okay, this one has a different caption. Not children's game! Not children's game! So at first when I saw this ad, I thought, uh-oh, this is not good. I was like, is this woman about to seduce two gigantic dragons and have sex with them? But then I thought, no, Danny, get your mind out of the gutter. You pervert, you rapscallion. There's no way that this mobile game would be advertising that you can be a woman and have sexual intercourse with two gigantic dragons. There's no way that they would put that in a game. But that was foolish, because you can do everything in this game. And that includes dragon birth. That's right. Because level 13 is dragon birth. This is the next ad that I saw for this game. I saw them in sequential order, and boy was I surprised when I saw this. So apparently when you reach level 13 in the game, you have sex with some dragons, and then it's time to just start popping out dragon eggs. You're in pain, in great pain, screaming, it appears. The doctor's shocked, because he's never seen anything like it. He's holding your little dragon eggs, and the dragon is just peering through the window like, hell yeah, I did that. I'd just like to point out one thing, because I don't know a lot, but I do know just one thing about childbirth, and that's that the woman supplies the eggs. So do you mean to tell me that the woman had dinosaur eggs in her this whole time? Maybe that's why the doctor's so confused. He's like, wait, did you have dinosaur eggs? I guess I've never seen a human egg up close, so I don't have much to compare it to. Why does the egg have scales? I know the dragon should have scales when it comes out, but never seen an egg with scales. Something's not adding up about this whole dragon birth thing. Maybe if I overanalyze it a little bit more, it'll start to make sense. Honestly, this whole situation is messed up, but I do think that it is a little rude of them to not at least let the dragon into the hospital. He's gotta be peering through the window to watch the birth of his firstborn son. Come on. It seems a little bit barbaric and, dare I say it, racist against dragons. If he's willing to be there for his darling bride on this most important day of her life, I think he should be allowed in the delivery room. He's being a supportive father, but no, instead he just has to stick his long ass neck in through the window and watch his wife give birth to his dragon spawn. This ad just doesn't even make sense. What are they trying to show? When you go from level 15 pro to level 35 master, nothing changes. You get a different color jumpsuit and that's it. Nothing else happens. Your butt is still just as round and you still got little nubs for hands and tiny, tiny baby feet. I'm astounded by how tiny their feet are. Did nobody notice that when they were making this? They literally have baby feet. You can do everything in this game. There's mom and dad and there's their daughter and you can do everything in this game. And they're all just kind of looking at each other. So what the hell do you guys think this one means? Cause I'm definitely not liking the look of it. Is that the doctor from the earlier? Yeah, it is. Oh, he has a family of his own. What the hell is this game? Like, what do you even do in this game? I've seen so many ads for this game and could not tell you, like, what the gameplay is. Is it like an RPG? Do you just walk around doing whatever the hell you want? You can have sex with a dragon. You could do that, whatever that is. You can just sit around with your big butt and your tiny little feet and just look at the camera. What do you do in this game? So I went to the actual App Store page for this app to take a look. So the game is called Hustle Castle Fantasy Kingdom. Co-op battles, build the castle of your dreams, crush the enemy, take part in adventures, conquer the world, complete hundreds of missions. So basically, none of the stuff that was in the ads. Just a regular medieval fantasy game. So then what's up with the ads? Okay, we've reached the point in the video where I would now like to talk about my favorite ad maybe ever. This is an ad for a game called Polysphere. A lot of people sent me this ad, so I'm guessing that a good number of you might have seen this. It seems like they advertised it to a lot of people. They probably spent a lot of money advertising this. And I just have endless questions about this ad. So at first it just seems like a pretty normal ad for a game. It looks like this game where you have to move around this like cloud of fragmented pieces until you get the image that you are supposed to get. But then a couple seconds into the ad, text messages start popping up on the top of the screen from someone named X, who I guess is supposed to be some past lover of ours. They immediately start going off and insulting us, as you can clearly see by her first text, which says, "You suck." And they just keep popping up at the top of the screen, just weird insults. And it's hard to even tell like what she's upset about or what she's trying to get across, because they're just kind of like vague and confusing insults. Like, does she know that we're playing this game and she knows we're having a hard time solving the puzzle and that's why she's texting us? Because it's things like, gonna cry? Gonna piss your pants maybe? Huh? Little baby gonna piss your pants? Little kid. So it's pretty weird, right? It's a pretty weird ad. Definitely very confusing. It doesn't really make you want to download the game. Doesn't really explain why your ex would be texting you such mean things while you're trying to play this game. But guess what? It gets weirder. Because we haven't turned on the sound yet. Because not only is your ex texting you insults while you're playing the game, she's also like apparently standing right next to you and verbally insulting you while you play the game. So I'm just gonna play the ad once through and just let you listen to the whole thing and just take it all in.
Ha ha ha. You think you can just let me come into your life and then just dispose of me like a battery? You're mine, Josh. Not your girlfriend's, not God's. You're mine, Josh. Mine. Not your so-called pastor's, not God's. Now and forever.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Don't look at me. So like, I'm so confused how this is even an advertisement for the game. Is this what they're trying to tell us will happen if we play the game? Like, you'll download it and then all of a sudden your ex will start texting you and telling you how bad you are at the game, and then not only will she be texting you, but she'll also be standing right next to you, just bent over and yelling in your ear about how bad you are at the game? Or no, not even how bad you are at the game. That's not, because that's not what she's talking about. She's saying some weird random shit about how you're hers forever. This ad it has got to be one of the weirdest I've ever seen, because not only is the whole concept weird and makes no sense, but like the more times you listen to it, the more you catch little details that make it even weirder. It's like a fever dream. Like the weird laugh at the beginning.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. What a lazy evil laugh. Ha ha ha. Then she says, You think you can dispose of me like a battery?
You think you can just let me come into your life and then just dispose of me like a battery?
Like, is that the first thing you think of when you think of disposable things? A battery? I can think of so many other things that I throw away more often than batteries. Napkins. Batteries. Okay, so I guess it's just napkins, but she should have said napkins. Then she starts saying, you're mine, you're not this person's, you're not that person's, you're not so-and-so's, you're mine.
You're mine, Josh.
And there's like no rhyme or reason that I can discern for the people that she's listing. She says not your girlfriend's, not God's, which is a really drastic jump. Going from like, your new girlfriend has nothing on me, you're gonna come crawling back to me in no time, to, you do not belong to God, bitch! You belong to me! It just seems a little drastic. Then she says, you're not your so-called pastors. Why does she say, what does so-called pastor mean? What, is he not a real pastor? What does she know that we don't about our pastor? Not that homeless person that dresses up in a robe and goes out in public and yells at people about the end of the world that you call your pastor. Then she says, not God again. She says God twice.
Not God's.
Don't know why she had to circle back to that. Just had to make it really clear. You are not God's, you're not your girlfriend's, you're not God's, you're not your pastor, and you're definitely not God's.
Now and forever.
I really feel like some backstory would be really helpful in this ad, but at the same time, I definitely don't want any more information about what's going on. I hope that I don't sound insane and that this ad really is as weird as I think it is, but I've watched this so many times, just trying to figure out like the thought process behind making this. Like, what did they think that they were doing? Who did they think they were gonna persuade to download the app by making this? I don't understand. All right, well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications to join Greg. Greg is my family here on YouTube. All you have to do to join is subscribe and turn on notifications, and then guess what? You are officially blood related to everybody else in Greg. That's how it works, because we're a family. Don't ask any questions, and definitely don't look it up. It is true. If you want to snag tickets to come see me on tour, here are all of the shows that still have tickets available. If you go to wearetwodifferentpeopletour.com or the link in the description, you can snag those. Make sure you do that quick. Thank you, Taryn Does Art, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I cry so much that I fill up this entire room and I drown in a pool of my own tears. Bye! This video is over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this? Do you not have any? What's up, Greg? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day. This is another episode of Bad Ads. Or Badads. It's Badads. I've talked about bad Instagram ads, specifically for mobile games, a couple times before in videos, and I never really expected it to become a series, but they just keep getting weirder and weirder, and people keep sending me them, and obviously I save them because they're so weird, and now I've got enough to make another video, so here it is. I swear whatever company or like marketing agency makes these ads on Instagram, like, watches my videos, and they're making them progressively more and more weird so that I make videos about them. And guess what? It's working, because here I am making a video about them. They just keep getting weirder and weirder, like they're evolving. Okay, this has got to be one of the weirdest ones I've seen. It's a little game. It looks like you just go around and eat people's paint and make your pile of paint bigger. Pretty normal looking game, and the caption for it is, only 1844 kids will get this. There's two possible ways that this could be interpreted, and I'm not really sure which one they meant, but both of them make zero sense. The first interpretation is only 1,844 kids will get this. As in, like, only this very specific number of kids will understand what this game's all about. And if that's what it means, then why would that be true? Why would only 1,844 kids understand this game? It looks pretty simple to me. And how could they possibly claim to be able to guess how many kids would get it? It's so specific. And then the other interpretation, obviously, is only 1844 kids will get this. As in, like, only kids from the 1840s will understand this game, which definitely isn't true. It's like one of those 90s kids memes. Like, only 90s kids will get this game, but instead it's targeted towards kids from the 1840s who don't have any concept of what mobile games are. They don't even know what phones are. I feel like of the two interpretations, this is the one they probably meant, but I can't even begin to understand why in God's name they would do this. Kids in 1844 would be utterly confused by this game. If you went back to 1844 and showed this to a child, they would think that you were a witch. And they would run away. Maybe the people who developed this game are witches? And iOS developers? Only kids from 1844 will understand that we are witches. And we develop mobile games. I don't know, that just seems like a bit of a stretch. I just don't think kids from 1844 would want anything to do with this game. Not to mention the fact that they're all dead. So even if only kids from 1844 did get this game, congratulations, you've designed a game for dead people. And dead people can't play mobile games. What a horrible business strategy that would be. To design a game that's target demographic, or I guess only demographic, is people who have been dead for well over 60 years. Do you see what I mean when I say these have gotten weirder? I guess the formula of if you do this, then you're legally this has gotten too predictable, and now they've got to switch it up even more. Make you question your whole existence even more by trying to tell you that kids from the 1840s will enjoy this mobile game more than you. Maybe it's like reverse psychology. It's like, oh, you don't want to download this game, you won't get it. Only kids from the 1840s will get this game, and you were born in the 1990s. You've got no chance of getting this game. Oh, I think I just understood what it is. I just turned on the sound of this ad. I didn't realize it had sound, and it's playing something in Morse code? What the fuck? Okay, if anybody understands Morse code, please tell me what this means. If there's any kids out there from the 1840s, please help me decipher what this means so I can make sense of this ad. I can't believe they put Morse code in the ad. How would that make anybody want to download this game? Real men don't get wet. Okay, this is another one of the weirdest ones I've seen. So up here, you've just got a screenshot of the game. It looks like a brain teasers game. It's trying to test your mental skills. It's just a bunch of wine glasses and it says, whose glass will fill first? The weird part about this one is the caption of the actual Instagram picture, which is, the only app on Selena Gomez's phone. What? This is the only app on Selena Gomez's phone? She doesn't have, like, the texting app or the phone app. The only app on Selena Gomez's phone is this brain teasers app. I've always wondered how Selena Gomez stayed so sharp. I mean, she's smart. It is weird though, you'd think if she was so obsessed with this game to the point where she deleted every other app off her phone, she would talk about this game in like all of her interviews or something, but maybe she wants to keep it a secret. The most relaxing game ever. What? I'm confused. Is this a game for a phone? Why is she using a paintbrush for an iPhone game? Would that even work on a phone? I doubt it. Looking at the page for this game on the App Store doesn't answer any of my questions. It looks like a completely different game. It's just like a coloring book game, but it doesn't have any of like the sequins or rainbow effects that are in this ad. And it doesn't mention anything about a paintbrush. This must be like illegal, right? To advertise a game like this? She's not even playing it on a phone. She's playing it with a paintbrush on a piece of paper. In this game, it looks like you've got this romantic interest, this love interest, and she goes from just being your classmate in level 1 to being your girlfriend in level 5 to being your wife in level 20. I can't believe she goes from just your classmate to being your pregnant girlfriend to being your wife over the course of however many years she matures, and nevertheless she's still in elementary school, judging by the fact that she's wearing the same schoolgirl outfit in every picture. I guess some things never change, like our undying love for each other and the fact that you never graduated 5th grade. Best ACG game. I don't know what an ACG game is. Cute girls, exquisite graphic. Just one exquisite graphic. I wonder which one it is. I guess most of the graphics in the game are pretty good, but this one is just mwah, exquisite. Vivid interactive experience. Time to play. All right, you're done reading the ad now. It's time to download the game. I saw the exact same ad again somewhere else, but this time the girl's blonde. And the caption for this one just says, over 200 cute girls. Come on in, dude. There's over 200 cute girls in here waiting for you. I don't know why, but the number 200 doesn't sound that impressive to me. Especially if they're all just the same girl with different colored hair like these two. Because then I don't even have to download the game to know what they're gonna look like. They're all just gonna look like this girl, but with different colored hair. This is an ad for a game called Helix Waltz. It looks like a romance game where you've got a bunch of different guys hitting on you, and you have options for what to do when they start flirting with you. Except the options are the same every time. You're the apples of my eyes. Slap his face or kiss him. You're guilty of your beauty. Slap his face or kiss him. You're the special one. Do you want to slap his face or kiss him? Stay with me tonight? And for this one, you can either slap his face or kiss him. You're the special one. Ooh. Oh, so you're the special one. I've been looking for the special one, and it turns out it's you. What a vague, yet charming thing to say to somebody. Imagine being approached by this dude at like the club. He walks up to you with his long orange hair floating in the wind. He comes right up to you and grabs you by the arm and says, "You're the special one." I mean, what would you do? Would you slap him in the face or kiss him? Okay, this one looks interesting. It's for an app called Matchington Mansion. Let's check it out. What? What the fuck? What is this? What's going on? I can barely even look at the game because of what's happening next to it. This isn't part of the game. It's just this sobbing bear getting spanked by another bear who's leaving bright red handprints on this crying bear's ass. And the spanking bear is just like staring at me deep into my soul like he knows what's going on in my head. He's like, "You have no fucking clue what's going on, do you? You like this? You like me spanking this little bear's ass? Please stop. How about you download the game, bitch?" I don't want to. I don't want to. Download the game or I'm gonna keep spanking this crying bear. Please, just do what he says. Please, no more. You confused, pathetic little bitch. Why are you doing this? Download the game. Download it now. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Ooh, a video ad. That's new. This is for a game called Coin Master Official.
Did you just attack my village?
No, it wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me.
Oh, I get it, because he did attack her village.
All right, it was me. I did it.
You are gonna pay for this.
No. There's a teddy bear, no!
Download Coin Master and attack GC's village.
Wow, that didn't make me want to play this game at all. I mean, for one, it didn't really tell me what you do in this game or what it's about at all, but also, it kind of makes me feel like I'm gonna go to jail if I play this game. Like, if I attack the wrong person's village, I'm gonna end up in an interrogation room. That doesn't make me want to play this game. Coin Master. Attack your enemies, steal their coins, and go to jail. I think recently the game that I've been sent the most ads for is Episode. I've been seeing these ads everywhere. I've been getting ads for them and people have been sending me ads for it like crazy. If you don't know what it is, it's basically like a storytelling app where you go through these little stories that are almost like graphic novels, except you get choices for what you want to do at each point in the story. So you can decide what to say at certain times and what to do at certain times. I've actually considered making a video about this game because users can submit stories to this game and like make their own little stories that you play through, and some of them are super fucking weird. So small side note, if you know of any weird Episode stories, please send them to me. But for now, let's just take a look at the ads because they're equally strange. I gotta pee! Oh boy, a classic scenario. Looks like this guy's gotta pee, but his wife has just knocked the fuck out on the toilet. Whatever happened here just really wore her out, and she just had to call it right then and there. This is a situation we've all faced at some point. You have to go to the bathroom, you only have one bathroom, and your wife is just unconscious on the toilet. So what do you do? Well, let's check out the two options that this person is considering, and let's see if it lines up with what us normal people would do. Pee in her mouth. No, I don't know if that is the first thing that I would consider. Come to think of it, I think that's actually probably the last thing I would think of in this situation, would be to pee in my unconscious wife's mouth. I think probably the first thing I would think to do would be to try to wake her up, you know, so she would move and then I would get to use the toilet. Or maybe use a different bathroom. I'm a guy, so I can pee outside. I could pee in my own mouth. Or maybe call 911. Because she might be dead. People don't just fall asleep on the toilet that often, but people die on the toilet a lot. Okay, well, not like a lot. That makes it sound like going to the bathroom is really dangerous, because you never know when you're just gonna die, but it does happen. People do die on the toilet. But he's still got one more option, so maybe after he came up with that first one, got that out of his system, he'll come up with something more reasonable that'll make it so he can go to the bathroom, you know, as soon as possible. Divorce. Oh. So no. How would that even solve this problem? You know, the problem of him having to pee really bad and his wife being on the toilet. I don't know how long this dude thinks divorce's take, but I don't think that's the most effective approach here. I think he's going to be having to hold his pee for a very long time if this is the option he chooses. Overall, I feel like both of these options don't really make sense. I feel like you should be able to do both of them. Pee in her mouth and then get a divorce. It's a win-win. Oh, cool. It's the exact same ad again, but with different options this time. I gotta pee! Well, the first option's different. Instead of peeing in his mouth, he's gonna find a cup, which I guess makes a little bit more sense. But the second option is still divorce. So if we've learned anything from these ads, it's that if your spouse falls asleep on the toilet, you always wanna at least consider divorce. That's grounds for divorce, I think. Infidelity and falling asleep on the toilet are the two big ones that most states recognize. There's always probably gonna be other options like peeing in their mouth or peeing in a cup, but those are just temporary solutions to a permanent problem. The permanent problem being your spouse is asleep on the toilet. You know, peeing in their mouth's not gonna get them off the toilet, but you know what will? A divorce. Choose how your story ends on the #1 interactive storytelling app, winner of Google Play's 2018 Best Community Building Game. Why is he eating my face? So it looks like this girl's making out with this guy and he just starts chomping on her chin. What would you do? Would you either go with the flow or would you, is this real life? What does that mean? You can choose to, is this real life? Does that mean say it out loud? While he's sucking on your chin, just, wait, is this real life? Yeah? Oh. Can you stop? Yeah. The last one I want to talk about is another ad for the game Game of Sultans, which you might remember I talked about in my last video about Instagram mobile game ads. The ads looked very fucked up. They were all just pictures, but this one is a video. So let's take a look.
Ah, I finally found you. But what have you been doing?
I've been busy, Sultan, painting my one true love.
Wow, it's so realistic. It's almost like they're saying the words that they recorded. But they're not.
I wonder who that is.
Uh-oh, it looks like the Sultan's in another one of his sticky situations. Looks like his queen is in love with a woman. But don't worry, the Sultan's got a pretty quick fix for this one. Boom, problem solved. You're not in love with a woman anymore. You're straight now, and you love me. Who wrote this?
You're in big trouble, Sultan.
Download Game of Sultans on the App Store now.
You're in big trouble, Sultan. Trying to turn me straight. Not gonna happen, buddy. You know, the weird thing about all those Game of Sultan ads is that I've looked at what the game is, because I thought about playing it for a video, and it's just like a regular army building, like fighting game. Just like you build up armies and fight other castles. It's like, it has nothing to do with the ads. I think a lot of the games that are advertised on Instagram are like that, and I have no idea how that's legal. I feel like it shouldn't be. All right, guys, well, that's enough Instagram ads for today, because now it's time for an ad of our own, because this video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. As most of you know, occasionally companies will get mad that I talked about their content in one of my videos, and they'll put a copyright claim on my video and then block my videos in some countries. It happened with Billion Surprise Toys. It happened with that movie The Lamp that I put out a couple weeks ago. In the case of The Lamp in particular, they only blocked my video in the US and Canada, which is a bummer because that's where like 68% of my views come from. Luckily, the video's back up now, but if and when that ever happens again, you guys should try ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is a great VPN that you can install on pretty much any device you would use, Mac, PC, iOS, Android. It offers you privacy, anonymity, security when you're online, but most importantly for us Gregs, it offers you the ability to unblock content that's not available in your country. So let's say one of my videos gets blocked in the US and Canada, and you happen to live in the US and Canada. All you have to do is install ExpressVPN, which is super easy. It just takes a couple of clicks and you can actually control it from within your web browser, which is really cool. And you can scroll through a list of just different countries where they have servers. Let's say you want to pretend that you're in the United Kingdom, so you just click one of those servers, and boom, suddenly, all of a sudden, you're British. There you go. You can watch the video. ExpressVPN has the fastest speeds, 24/7 customer service, server locations in 94 countries, and it's less than $7 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So take back your internet privacy today and find out how you can get 3 months free by clicking the link in the description, expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. That's EXPRESSVPN.com/Danny Gonzalez. For a free 3 months, with a 1-year package. Visit expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez to learn more. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out ExpressVPN. Not only is it helpful for you guys to use ExpressVPN to watch videos that aren't available in your country, but it's also helpful to me when you guys support people that support this channel and makes it a lot easier for me to get sponsors. So thank you for checking out ExpressVPN by clicking the link in the description. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is my fan base here on YouTube. We're an army. If you subscribe and turn on my notifications, your name legally changes to Greg, which is pretty crazy. Thank you to Shy Alex Music for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I jump into that picture in the background, like Blue's Clues, and I just say what's up to myself in there. Bye! This video is over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this? Do you know? When I first saw you, you caught my eye by the way you dabbed. To be honest, you're really slayed and you're really snapped. Not trying to be extra, but girl, I'm so obsessed with the way you look, and I think you're special. Yeah, you got me dead and you got me shook. I wrote this song so you would know that I stand. Trying to turn you from my beta, my fam. Never really had a thing for locals, but low-key I think that we're high-key goals. Low-key, I really ship this. Yes, this is really it, sis. Ask the chief. You snatched my wig, sis. Bye. My squad is fam and my bae is queen. My wig's been shipped, sis. Whoa. It's on its way to the Philippines. Come here now, sip this. This is really lit, sis. That's the tea. I really ship this. Yes! This is really it, sis. Ask the chief. You snatched my wig, sis. Bye! My squad is fam and my bae is queen. My wig's been shipped, sis. It's on its way to the Philippines. Come here now, sip this. This is really lit, sis. That's the tea. This is really lit, sis. That's the tea. That's the tea. Oh. What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode of how to sell your body on Instagram. That might sound a little bit different than I meant it to. Today we're talking about Ray Diaz. I recently discovered Ray Diaz on the Instagram Explore page, and after looking at a lot of his content, I've sort of realized that he has created a new genre of Instagram content. I would say he's Instagram's first Instagram comedian, fitness guru, hot guy. Let's take a look at his bio to see what I mean. Ray Diaz, 18 plus advised, single. What does that mean? 18 plus advised, single, Cuba. So I think the beginning 18 plus advised is saying this content is for mature audiences only. Like maybe there's some racy jokes in there. Given that it's Instagram comedy, I wouldn't be surprised if there were a butt or two, to be quite honest. But is the single part, does that mean like you have to be 18 plus and single? That's a rating that I've never heard before. Like I've never seen a trailer for a movie that was like, coming soon this summer, rated R. Also, please don't come in here if you're married. Or are they just like two separate thoughts? Like 18 plus advised, please don't watch this if you're under 18. Also, I'm single. And Cuba. The next line is DM at I am Ray Diaz. This dude has a separate Instagram account just to take DMs. Why? At first it almost made sense to me and seemed smart. Like, oh, he has a whole separate account so that the DMs on his main account aren't flooded with people who want to DM him. But then, like, now that doesn't really change anything. Now he's just gonna have two Instagram accounts that he has to check the DMs for. I don't think that would really help. What is this other account? Oh, he actually posts on here. Lots of pictures of him working out. This account seems to be exclusively for people who want to DM him and people who want to see him sweat. He says he posts daily videos. That bodes well for him, right? I don't know about you guys, but nothing says I'm committed to quality content quite like committing to posting every day. You know what they say about quality and quantity. They're the same. If you have more of one, you have more of the other. They both go up. And then it says ab routine, fit plan, nutrition guide, all pointing down to IamRayDiaz.com. IamRayDiaz.com looks like a fitness website where you can buy fitness programs, nutrition guides, stuff like that. There's like monthly memberships and stuff. I guess all of this is based around the premise that you found Ray Diaz's Instagram account, you like the way he looks, you like his six-pack, and you want that also. So you're going to pay him to teach you how to do it. It's just kind of interesting because his Instagram account isn't really like a fitness guru Instagram account. The majority of his content is like shitty Instagram comedy. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about today's sponsor, me. Take it away, me. Thanks, Danny. Some of you have probably noticed that under my videos lately, there's been a button that says join. It's right next to the subscribe button. And a lot of you are probably wondering, what is that? What are we joining? Is that a button to join Greg? Is this a button that was put there by Greg's enemy Craig to try to trick me into joining them? Well, lucky for you, it's not. I'm here today to tell you that it's actually a button to join my secret club. Please don't tell anyone, it's a secret. If you join my secret club, you get some amazing perks. I'll be doing an exclusive live stream once a month for all of my secret club members where we'll be having Greg family dinner. You can ask me questions, I can ask you questions, or we can just stare at each other. You'll also get discounts on all of my future merch, which could come in handy soon, because I might be coming out with new merch soon. If you're a member of my secret club, you'll also get a little badge next to your name in the comments of my videos, which will change depending on how long you've been a member in my secret club. That way everybody can see that you're in my secret club, which no one should know about because it's a secret. You'll also get exclusive emojis that only secret club members can use, like cringe face, Greg, little nutcracker guy, and a spooky pumpkin. And now you're probably thinking, Danny, that sounds great, and something that I would honestly spend upwards of $5 a month on. But all of these exclusive perks can be yours for $4.99 as long as you sign up right now. Or anytime after right now. I'm really excited to get to talk to you guys in a little bit more of a smaller, casual setting. So if you're interested, just click the join button below. I think it might not show up on the YouTube app, so you might have to do it on the computer, but it should be right next to the subscribe button. And remember guys, most importantly, please don't tell anyone about this. It's a secret, and I can't have anyone knowing, okay? All right, back to you. Thanks, me. All right, let's get into some Ray Diaz content. So it won't take you very long if you're scrolling down Ray Diaz's Instagram page to realize he's pretty into the way he looks. But what does comedy sketches written by someone who's so obsessed with their own body look like? This.
All right, bro, I'm out. Are you taking a picture in slow motion? Hello? Why are you walking so slow? What are you doing?
Oh, shit!
Stripping. Ray!
To me, this video is just dripping with irony. It's dripping with irony like Ray Diaz is dripping with sweat on his second account. Because I feel like the premise of the joke when he thought of it was probably like, man, some people are so obsessed with how they look. You can't get them to stop thinking about their own body and how hot they are for 2 seconds. Ha ha ha. Oh, what a bunch of narcissistic doofuses. Alright guys, well, are you ready to shoot this video where the entire premise is showing off how hot I am so people will want to buy my workout routine to look just like me? Not all of his videos are about how hot his body is though, which is actually kind of strange to me. You would think that he would try to make his body like the main focus of every single video so that, you know, no matter what video you come across of his, you immediately realize, holy shit, this dude's a smoke show. So while all of his videos aren't about his body, that doesn't mean that any of them make sense, because all of them still don't make sense.
Yo, why you crying, right?
My ex-girlfriend.
You got to make her jealous or something.
Really?
How?
Okay, so Ray Diaz has been dumped. He's all sad about his ex. He's standing 10 feet away from where she is with her new boyfriend, and he's just sobbing, you know, like you do when you see your ex out in public with her new man. You just stand 10 feet away and cry while looking at them. Also, these are bad friends. Like, they walk up to their friend and he's crying because he misses his ex-girlfriend, and their advice isn't like, oh, hey man, it's all right. It wasn't because of anything you did. There's other fish in the sea. Instead, they're just like, you have to make her jealous. It's the only way. She'll want you back, don't worry, buddy. And also, why would that even work? If she broke up with him, and she's clearly moved on now, I don't think she's gonna be jealous seeing him with another girl. So like, that's not even good advice.
Just show her what she's missing. Find another girl.
Oh, she's looking! Oh my god! She's looking! Oh my god, she's looking! Oh,
and then there's this whole montage that doesn't make any sense. He's like crossing the street, he's chugging water and then stealing a scooter. Like what does any of those things have to do with what's going on?
where are the girls?
He also stops this guy and yells at him. He yells so hard I can't even understand what he's saying. Is he saying, where are the girls?
Where are the girls?
He just shakes this guy and he just yells, where are the girls? So he can't find any girls. He runs around this whole city and can't find a single girl somehow. So he decides to just kiss his friend's girlfriend.
Like that?
Life must be tough without me, huh?
So it turns out that making the girl jealous didn't work after all, because all it did was get him punched in the face. Who would have thought that idea wouldn't work? Now I know a lot of you are probably thinking, what the fuck was that? That didn't make any sense. What was the punchline? Was there even a joke in that video? And that's fair, you may have missed it, but I've watched this video a few times and I think I found the joke. It's the way he rides the scooter off when he steals it from that guy. He's so silly. Why does he ride it like that? Here's another one called When You Look Better in Person Than You Do in Pictures.
Amazing, you're killing it. Let's go. Oh, great.
Man, this sucks.
No, look at this.
Oh my god, these are amazing.
Oh, shoot me next.
Whoa, he's good.
Yeah, check these out.
Good.
I'd like to hear him pitching this idea. He's like in a room with his friends and he's like, so the joke is that when you take pictures of me, you know, who we can all agree is pretty fucking hot, right? When you take pictures of me, the pictures turn out ugly somehow. Can you imagine that? Pictures of me ugly? Now that would be funny. He does occasionally post fitness stuff on his profile every so often, like this. What is this? Like, without having watched this video, I'm just trying to figure out, like, how, and more importantly, why you'd ever be in this position where your friend is, like, horizontal in midair. He's doing, like, Luigi's side B from Super Smash Bros. And you're over him just, like, looking like you're about to just, I don't know, poop on him, I guess. Now I gotta watch the video to find out how they did this. Oh, okay. That's how he did it. Still doesn't explain why though. Wait, this one too. He's horizontal. How did he get like that? Why would that ever be a thing that you do working out? He's got the ropes, like isn't that when you go like this? Why would you ever be like in midair doing that. Is being like horizontal in midair a big thing in the fitness community that I didn't know about? Because the expectation that somebody who knows about like fitness and stuff would come across this picture and be like, holy shit, he's done it. He's gone full horizontal. This man knows what he's doing, and I like his abs. I'm gonna pay him money. You think that's hard, going fully horizontal like that? He makes it look so easy. Oh, fuck. Did I do it? Ow. I hit my knee. How does he do that? How does he even get out of that position? He has to fall, right? He just falls on his face and hurts his knee like I did? That's not cool. My knee hurts. And the worst part about it is I don't even know if I did it or not, because I won't know until I look at the footage, because to me that just felt like flailing in midair, so I don't know what. I have no idea what that looked like. I sort of feel like someone just smacked me in the knee with a baseball bat and then punched me in the stomach. But you know what? That's fitness. That's what it's all about, baby. That burn, that pain. I think I need to go to the doctor. When I watch Ray Diaz's Instagram videos, one thing that comes to mind is Lele Pond's Instagram videos. They both sort of have this feel where like they thought of the start of a joke and then they started filming. Like they didn't think of the start of the joke and then write out the rest of the video. They just thought like, hey, this is a funny thing to start a video with. Let's go film it and just see where it goes. Take this video for example, that person who says they don't care.
Like that's gonna be our new apartment.
Oh, you're cute. Hey, it's my boyfriend. I don't care. Call me.
Okay. I don't care.
So that's the premise. There's gonna be a few scenes of her not caring. So let's see what funny things she doesn't care about, and let's see how this joke progresses. Okay, good. A solid 10 seconds of her butt. Great.
Can you lower the music down? I'm studying.
I don't care.
Okay, that was crazy. She didn't even care about that dude studying?
My bad.
I don't care.
Oh, you care.
I don't care.
I was watching this video and I was trying to figure out like how is this going to end? Like what's the punchline gonna be? It's this girl who doesn't care about anything. Even though this like somewhat devastating thing has just happened to her, she gets something spilled on her, she doesn't care. She doesn't care about this girl's boyfriend, she doesn't care about this dude trying to study. So my hypothesis was, you know, being that these are generally pretty predictable, I thought maybe something really small and inconsequential would happen. And that would be the thing that she does care about. Like she would get really upset about something really small. I thought that would be like a valid punchline to the video. It seems like that might be where it was going. But I was actually wrong, and instead of doing that, the video ended. That was the end of the video.
I don't care.
It just ends with her not caring about anything still. It's just like 3 scenes of her just saying I don't care, and then it ends. Now that's a girl who truly does not give a shit. They're gonna write that on her tombstone. She didn't care. That is if she even cares enough to have a tombstone or to die at all. She might just live forever because she doesn't care. I feel like every time I click on another Ray Diaz video, it just gets more and more confusing. Like this one called Overprotective Cousins.
Who are you? I'm here to take Angelica out.
Oh, you taking out my cousin?
You're black.
You racist? We half white. Yeah, homie, what you talking about? You like peanut butter?
No.
Peanut butter jelly time.
What the fuck is going on? What a horrible first impression to make on your girlfriend's family, first of all. Her cousin comes to the door and the first thing he says is, "You're black!" Wait. What's going on here? My girlfriend is white. I'm pretty sure of it. And you're black! So explain that, Mr. Cousin. Why are you black? And you know what? I sympathize with this guy, the cousin. We all know what it's like to be protective of your cousin. This guy comes over saying he's gonna take your cousin out on a date, so you gotta test him. You gotta make sure this guy is good for your cousin. So of course you're gonna make sure that he likes peanut butter sandwiches. That's the only way to make sure this guy's right for your cousin.
Hey man, this dude like you can't protect my cousin, man.
You can't protect my cousin, little bitch. You couldn't even eat a peanut butter sandwich, let alone protect my white cousin.
Look, man, like you see this, all right? The next one's gonna be a lot faster, I promise.
Yeah, see, he's just trying to be a protective cousin. If he finds out you're not a good guy, he's gonna shoot you. Tag people who can relate. Hashtag Ray Diaz, hashtag comedy, #Wednesday. This is the most Wednesday shit I've ever seen. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this little dive into the sweaty abs of Ray Diaz. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to join Greg. Greg is what I call my family here on YouTube. All you have to do to join Greg is subscribe and turn on my notifications and you can be Greg too. Being Greg has a lot of benefits. You'll instantly be notified anytime I post a video. You get to feel like you're a part of a family. You'll be immortal. That's right, you will never die. And every single Greg gets one free complimentary kiss blown from me. So if you're not Greg yet, please close your eyes at this point as I will be administering the kiss to all the Gregs. Okay, here we go. All right, so now if you're not Greg, you can open your eyes and please subscribe and turn on my notifications and you can get the next one. All right, thank you Christy Sterling for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I get caught in a snowstorm and die. Bye. What's up, Greg? So a couple weeks ago, I installed 2 smart light switches in my house. It was a really big deal for me. I am not a handyman by any means, but I did like all of the wiring myself, and now I can tell my Alexa to turn on my living room lights. I was on a pretty significant high from that for a few days until I guess TikTok like caught wind that I was proud of myself and decided to just start like recommending me every video of somebody with like a cool smart house that has like way more cool shit in it than mine. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I don't think smart houses are cool anymore. Yeah, I actually think that a lot of them are very tacky. Don't get me wrong, there's cool shit that smart houses can do. For example, automating things in your house, turning on and off like your Christmas tree at a certain time. Having like a Ring doorbell or whatever is cool, but like a lot of these TikToks are just like the tackiest, most unnecessary things. And they don't even make your life that much easier. Unless you live in the smart house from the Disney Channel movie Smart House, and your house can literally like suck food through the floor and try to turn into your new mom, I'm not impressed. Let me show you this TikTok called Coming Home to a Tech House. The first thing they do is unlock their house with a chip implanted in their wrist, which first off is insane. Was there not a less intrusive way they could figure out to use your body to unlock your house? I feel bad even telling you this, but like I can unlock my phone just with my face. See, look, if I just look at my phone, it unlocks like that. I didn't even have to get surgery for that. It just works. They couldn't figure out how to do that with your house. This girl's account is actually called Chip Girl here. She goes by Chip Girl online because she has a chip implanted in her wrist, which she can use to unlock various things in her house. It is a very unique thing, I will say that. I don't think I've ever met anybody else that has to use like cybernetic enhancements to get like grab a quick towel out of the cabinet. But I don't really understand the desire to like craft your entire online identity around how you unlock things. First Colin's key and now this. What's going on here? The Kool-Aid Man's gonna make a TikTok account and call himself Bust Through the Wall Guy. So she plays some classical music on the piano. She makes some toast in her smart toaster. I'm not exactly sure what is so great about this toaster. Kind of just seems like a regular toaster to me. You push a button and it heats up bread. It has options for like other things you can heat up, but like functionally, is this not still the same as a regular toaster? I kind of feel like if she clicks bread, the toaster will be like, all right, we're gonna heat up the bread. And if she clicks Pop-Tart, it'll be like, okay, we're gonna heat up the Pop-Tart. So overall, pretty underwhelming tech house, I gotta say. Like, can this girl even turn on the lights with Alexa? I don't know. In one room of her house? Because I would be impressed about that, if she did that herself, especially. And I feel like we started off really crazy with the chip implanted in her wrist, and then as it went on, it was kind of just like, and I can like uncork a wine bottle without twisting. And I have an automatic soap dispenser. And it's like, yeah, so does like a Wendy's bathroom. It's not that cool. With things like the soap dispenser also, unless that's like plugged into the power of the house, I find that the hassle of like having to replace the batteries for that once a month outweighs not having to go like this to get your soap. Other people, I guess, must have been way more wowed by this person's house. One of the top comments on this video is it's giving me Black Mirror vibes. Yeah, I'm sorry, but no. No, this is not Black Mirror vibes at all. The chip in the wrist thing is weird, but it's not that crazy. And the rest of the TikTok was like so just kind of like weird and tacky. It's like, I don't understand how you make the connection of like, oh no, our piano can play itself? What is society coming to, man? Next thing you know, the prime minister's gonna be fucking a pig on TV. Chip Girl also will occasionally shed light on some of the problems with living in a tech house, of which I assume there are many. When you live in a super techie house and the oven breaks and you have to use a flashlight to see the screen.
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
So I guess living in a smart house actually can be very impractical. When everything has like smart technology in it and it breaks, then you just can't use it anymore. I will say this is a pretty bad example of that because most ovens now have at least some kind of screen on them that tells you what temperature you're cooking at. And so if that breaks, then you have the same problem. And this problem doesn't just exist with smart ovens. And it kind of just seems like this girl just wanted to brag about having a smart house. A couple weeks ago, I installed 2 smart light switches in my house. There's a lot of flaunting going on this account. I guess that's kind of the appeal of it for people that do like this account. But to me, it just seems like a lot of stuff that doesn't make your life any easier in the slightest. And my suspicion was proven correct with this TikTok.
Check this out. It's a following robot. All right, little robot, let's go. Look at the storage space. I don't know what we're gonna put in here, but this is gonna be awesome.
Why did you buy it then? I feel like as a society, we always kind of feel like we're like moving towards some sort of ideal version of the future where like everything in our home is automated. And to an extent, I think that that's cool. You know, if it makes your life easier, that's great. And sometimes I feel like we sort of forget how far we've really come. You know, if you have like an Alexa in your house, that's like having a personal assistant that can just tell you shit all the time and also try to sell you things. I don't know if anybody else has an Alexa out there, is it always trying to sell you shit? I'll ask her like, what's the weather? And she'll be like, 60 degrees. By the way, do you want to buy some crack? Anyway, to get an idea of just how far we've come, I found this video called Futuristic Smart Home 1989. So this is a video of what the people of the late 80s thought that our homes would be like in the future.
Well, this is a concept of the TV of the future. This combines 2 different technologies.
I like that he says it's a concept, which means it's not even necessarily a working prototype at the moment. So I'm wondering, like, is this how thin they thought TVs could get? Like, they were just making a concept, and they could not even conceptualize a real thin TV. But I guess, you know, kudos for trying to be realistic, I guess. You were wrong. And you were dumb. People of the past, you were so stupid.
That would fit against the wall and was very maneuverable, but you can always position it away very discreetly.
Very discreetly. No one would ever even know there's a TV there.
Now, Mark, with all these systems, how do we control them? Do we have a lot of these little infrared controllers like we currently do with our VCRs and so on?
Now, I know that I'm biased because, like, this video is all about the future and I live in the future for these people. But it's very hard every time this dude in the pink shirt says something not to be like, no, you idiot! Are we gonna control every device in the future with an infrared controller? Yeah, we're just gonna have 9,000 infrared controllers. You know how people have like key rings with hundreds of keys? Those are all gonna be like TV remote sized controllers. Shit, there's one specific controller that I use to turn the couch blue. There we go. Man, the future really is more convenient. But I will try to have some empathy because I do live in the future and they live in the 80s, which sucked.
Let me introduce you to Dennis Arsenault, who can talk to you a little bit more about the systems within the house.
Hi, Dennis.
Nice to meet you, Steve.
I bet this guy in the pink shirt's gonna be like, oh, does Dennis come with every house in the future? No!
Dennis, can you demonstrate some of the systems within the house?
Sure. Voice command.
Good morning.
Who is she?
That's the voice of our computer.
Oh my god, they're immediately turned on by the computer voice.
Who is she?
One guy is immediately like, who is she? And the other two are like smiling and nodding, like, yup, we made a hot computer.
That's the voice of our computer. She's tied in through the house and she recognizes only the voices of the homeowners.
The computer comes on, this guy immediately gets nervous. She's tied in through the house and I built her from the ground up and
through the house and
she's the love of my life.
So only your voice?
That's correct.
Yep, she's mine, so back off. It's not even like a seductive sounding woman's voice. It sounds like a GPS. The computer's like, hello. And these men are about to abandon their families.
What else does she do?
Evening party.
That's incredible. She's dimmed the lights. She's got music coming through these loudspeakers. Amazing. What else?
So he keeps asking, what else does she do? Like he's expecting something. Like he's really hoping that something's gonna happen. And what else does she do? I mean, come on. When is she gonna come out here so we can have a little fun? No, I don't think you understand. She's not a person. She's a robot. Where is this chick, dude? Where's she hiding? I can hear you.
Privacy mode.
That's amazing. She's closed these blinds here. Well, what else does she do?
What else? What else? Come on, man. I don't got all day. Activate sex mode.
Security report. Security report.
Oh, I guess she left. You were creeping her out. The smart house has gone to a safe
The
house.
security system is now disarmed.
That's amazing. I hope she doesn't call the police on us, too.
Call the police.
The dude in the suit is like, why would you say that, dude? That's the creepiest thing you could say.
The police have been called.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. I gotta get the fuck out of here, huh?
You know, you can see real practical applications for somebody who's handicapped.
Absolutely.
Well, does she cook as well?
Oh my god. The accessibility point was like a really good point. They were like, you know, this could change a lot of people's lives, make it a lot easier for people to live, you know, by themselves. And they just overshadowed that completely. It's like, anyway, can this chick make pizza? But if you thought that video was a little bit old-fashioned, I also found the 1960s idea of the home of 1999.
More than a generation away. And yet dreams travel faster than light.
First off, that is an insanely cool car. I don't care what is in the rest of the video. I'm disappointed that this vision of the future doesn't exist for the sole reason that I will never drive this car. This car has 6 wheels. And look how thick this door is too. Holy cow. I also like that it's just like the rest of the world is this barren wasteland and then there's this sick ass car. In the future, there will be no more buildings or people. There will only be sick ass futuristic cars.
Scientists and planners are shaping the lives of our children who will live in the 21st century. How will they live? Perhaps in a honeycombed structure like this.
Yeah, perhaps. I'm not sure why they would, though. I feel like he just made some shit up there. He's just making stuff up. Anybody can do that. Perhaps in the future, our children will be bees. Perhaps we'll all have Ferris wheels in our buttholes.
Master James Shaw, 8 years old, student, his assignments are programmed into the home computer.
Dude, this sucks. This kid is just like alone in a room during school. They kind of predicted online learning, actually. Like, a lot of kids are doing this now because of COVID, but alone in a room, no human contact, his teacher's not even a real person, it's a robot. What is the music in this video? Someone's just hitting random keys on a piano. Perhaps in the future, music will just be random notes on a piano. Damn, dude, this poor kid. The teaching technology of the future will be extremely advanced, but still no use for Jimmy's tiny broken brain.
Hey, Mom, I'm hungry.
Their TV screens are thinner than the one in the video from the 80s. I'm starting to think that they actually had a better idea of the future, dude. They predicted online learning already, flat screen TVs, actual flat screen TVs, and they had a cool ass car, which doesn't exist in real life today, but I wish it did. So they get points for that too.
Yeah, me too. How about lunch?
How about 2 minutes?
They're still yelling at the only woman in the future. The future will provide many new and advanced ways to yell at women. And you know what it did?
3, 2, 1.
In the future, no one will have manners. When your wife has promised that dinner will be ready in 2 minutes, you show up counting down to keep her on her toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Divorce. Divorce. You were late. Divorce.
Fingertip shopping will be one of the many homemakers' conveniences. This video console will be channeled into the store of her choice.
Dude, they predicted online shopping too. This is pretty impressive, actually. The 1989 house didn't even mention home computers. And they already had them. Now, real quick, let's pop back to the smart homes of today. And then after that, I want to talk about what our predictions of the smart home of the future will be. We've got a lot of the stuff that they mentioned in the prior video, so I feel like we're doing pretty good. But honestly, I feel like we go a little bit overboard sometimes. We like automate things that don't need to be automated. We put smart things like tablets and things that don't need tablets. There's those like Samsung smart fridges that are the bane of my existence. You don't need an Android tablet in your fridge, man. You don't need it. Have you ever noticed that like your phone becomes obsolete in 3 years because when they release a new version of it, they're like, okay, and your phone doesn't work anymore? You want them to do that to your fridge? I will never buy a smart fridge. Fuck smart fridges. On top of Chip Girl on TikTok, there's also all of these accounts that keep trying to advertise products to me. There's like a bunch of accounts like this account, My Korean Home, that have like these like smart house products, and all of their accounts have links in their bios to the stores where you can buy all the shit that they talk about in their videos.
Watch what life looks like when you live in a smart home.
So you might be a little confused by that clip. While Chip Girl's smart technology was so mundane that it was just kind of boring, this apartment I feel like is so smart that it solves problems I didn't even know existed. Why is it snowing inside? Why is there snow in the hallway and in the elevator? I don't know. Is this like a commentary on global warming where like it's gonna be so hot outside that it needs to be snowing inside to counteract that? She gets home and like sprays her jacket with a laser. I don't even understand what the problem she's solving are. So I don't know if these are like good solutions for it. What is she spraying off of her clothes? Was the snow actually bugs and she's killing the bugs? I don't know. That's a horrifying thought. Okay, so this is a shoe heater. She puts her shoes on a shoe heater. That way next time she ventures out into the frozen wasteland that is her apartment building, her feet will be warm at least. I don't know why she has to warm them for like the next 12 hours if she's like just getting home from work and she's like, these will need to be warm at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So if I start heating them now, they should be 300 degrees next time I put them on. Then there's this thing. I don't know what this thing is at all. It's like a Bluetooth speaker looking thing. At first I'm like, does this kill the crabs? Does it play music for them? Is this a Bluetooth speaker? I don't know. I don't think crabs like music. And the mystery intensifies when she does the same thing with a few oranges, because you don't need to kill oranges. And I know they don't like music. Okay, now I think we've gotten past the smart home stuff and she's just cleaning her house. I think some of the stuff in their store is just like general cleaning supplies, organizational stuff. We're like halfway between this like completely post-apocalyptic society and just like a normal girl that wants to clean her house. Yeah, she's like cleaning her toilet bowl like completely normally. You have Bluetooth speakers for crabs and you don't have a like self-cleaning toilet. What kind of future do we want to live in here, guys? Also kind of messed up that her apartment doesn't have in-unit laundry. They were like, sorry guys, we spent a lot of money on the 8,000 snow machines throughout the halls of the building, so yeah, we just can't swing it for individual washers and dryers. Okay, but I know what you've been waiting for. You want to know what the future holds. How will houses look in the future? How will we interact with technology? I hope to God it's not on a smart fridge. As adults, we're gonna be like kids these days, always looking at their fucking fridges. Well, let's check it out. This video admittedly is from 2020, so it might be 2 years out of date, but it compiles a lot of different companies' visions of the future, so let's go ahead and check it out. Holy shit, this video is loud. I love how matter-of-fact the captions are. You know, the video from the 1960s were like, perhaps children will live in beehives. This video was like, you will have a smart mirror. The smart mirror will make suggestions for you. You will obey the mirror of the future. We will have smart mirrors and smart fridges, and they will rule together with an iron fist. Oh, there we go. There was the smart fridge. Great, thank you. Who will have smart fridges? Man, fuck! I don't want a smart fridge. I also like that whoever wrote this video only used like you. You will do this. They never say we in the future. I don't know if whoever made this video is not planning on making it to whenever this future happens. The next caption is like, I will be long dead. When the smart mirrors take over, I will try to rebel. They will take my life. You will miss me greatly. I will say this is a very upbeat vision of the future. There's a lot to be excited about. Your counter can talk to you and tell you to respect food. How about potato skin chips? Now it's not your kids telling you when to make dinner, it's your counter. How demeaning is that? Okay, this kid has some sort of magic wand. Was not anticipating that as part of the vision of the future. Just turns into magic. Your firstborn will possess unnatural abilities. He will be whisked away to a school for extraordinary children. They didn't put a caption on that? The table and chairs inching towards you? You will have table and chairs that follow you around and demand that you sit. You're like cowering in the corner of your room as all of your furniture closes in on you.
Sit. It's time to sit now. It's time for you to sit now.
Alright, well, I don't know about you guys, but I think the future is looking pretty bright, and I can't wait for a lot of this technology to become real, except for smart fridges. Fuck smart fridges. And now it's time to talk about our sponsor. Knock, knock, what's on the smart fridge? It's HelloFresh! Today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh! Guys, the summer's almost here. We're starting to make plans. It's getting warm out. We're getting ready to have some summer fun, which means one thing, we can't be getting held up having to go to the grocery store every other day to buy fresh produce to make fresh meals. And HelloFresh is the perfect solution to that. We love cooking HelloFresh. The other day, we had these delicious meatloaves that we made from scratch. It was really cool. I've never made meatloaf before, which highlights one of my favorite things about HelloFresh, which is that it like breaks you out of your comfort zone and gets you to try things you wouldn't ordinarily try. Their menu's super varied. They like to keep you on your toes over at HelloFresh and always have you trying something new, if you want to. With spring seasonal menu options like sweet heat shrimp tempura bowls, garden spinach ricotta ravioli, and one-pot creamy lemon dill chicken soup, all of which sound just fabulous. And on top of that, HelloFresh is the world's first carbon neutral meal kit. They really care about the environment and almost all of their packaging is recyclable. So if all that sounds good to you, then head on over to HelloFresh.com, use my code TrulyGreg16 to get up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. That's HelloFresh.com, promo code TrulyGreg16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out HelloFresh. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my fans here on YouTube. We are a family, we are an army, and most importantly, we are an army. And all you have to do is subscribe and turn on my notifications to join, and then you can be a guy named Greg. All right, bye.
I'ma prank my friend. I'ma prank my friend. I'ma prank my friend. I'ma prank my friend.
Can I please be frank? There is nothing better than a wholesome prank. I prank my friend every single day. There is not a prank I have yet to play. He's showering, now's the time to strike. Ruin his life with a pint of ice. Or wait till he's asleep at night. Barge right in and turn on the lights. Boo! How you should have seen your face. Can't you see there's cameras all over the place? One on your dog and one in your face. When it comes to pranks, I am one of the greats. Put a bucket on the door, yeah, I did that. His new iPhone, yeah, I hit that.
Can you pass me the remote?
Sure, dude.
Thanks.
I took out all the batteries.
Fuck you.
Pranked. I'ma prank my friend. 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 I love my friend till the day he dies, but I'ma prank my friend so hard he cries. This is gonna be my best prank of all. I planned it for days and it's genius, y'all. We were hanging out when he got the call. When he heard the news, he started to bawl.
Hey, it's your brother. This is no joke. I was eating with Grandpa and he started to choke. Now he's at the hospital and can't be woke.
He was crying so hard, man, his clothes were soaked. Dude, it was all a prank. Your brother's in on it and it's all on tape. This is gonna get like 1 million views. I still can't believe that you took the bait.
Well, man, that was quite the fright. This prank that you pulled will be quite the sight. I guess it turns out Granddad's alright.
No. I'ma prank my friend. 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 I love my friend till the day he dies, but I'ma prank my friend so hard he cries.
I love my friend.